the ability of these FAANG stocks to carry the market and continue to carry the market higher? Do you think they can? Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Netflix, Google.
Well, I'll go back to the beginning, which is I don't think we need the FAANG stocks to carry the market higher. I think they did all the work in 2017, 2018, and I think that the rest of the market can definitely keep up this year. If I look at my portfolio, which is not at all FAANG stocks, almost a third of it is up more than Apple this year. So I think we can let the little guys who took the back seat for the past 2 years support the market. I don't think you need FAANG.
Are the FAANGs going to be able to carry the market, that next big leg, Jim, higher?
Well, I think
if the market's going to take that next sizable jump, it's going to be the FAANGs that are going to lead it, or no?
Maybe not. Maybe not. The reason, let's just look at let's look at the evidence first and then get to the why not. Look at Google yesterday, Alphabet. That was a pretty big crack on one of the main FAANG names, and the market is now at an all-time high. So now it's only one data point, Scott, and yes, Apple's up today, but it does tell me that maybe we don't need the FAANG stocks. And to Jenny's point, if you look at other sectors, you're seeing some turns. Now, this may be a little bit early, but you take a look at CVS, which is part of this incredibly crushed healthcare sector. They beat and raised guidance, and the stock is up 6% today. I said it may be a little bit early, but I think there are other sectors in the market. We've talked about energy. And, Scott, I'm going to say it again. I think financials are finally really making the turn here.
They've led the month. I guess part of my point in asking the question the way I did is why make it more difficult than it has to be? Jim's saying, okay, I'd take a look at these other areas.
Alphabet.
Energy. No, I got you. But you're saying you don't really have to focus on the FAANGs. I'm saying, why make it more difficult on yourself when you know? These stocks are on the run again.
I think collectively,
unless you think that's going to stop.
I think collectively the ownership on the desk is very strong in a lot of these names. I think I would also include Microsoft in that. I had Apple for a while. I gave the handoff to Amazon. I think Amazon is clearly dominating, continuing to position itself for the future and gaining market share. So I do think they are going to participate. And I think on a day like today, you look at the performance of Alphabet. Now, we're paring back gains modestly today. Nothing to get yourself very excited about.
But it's based on who cares what today does.
I'm talking about the overall market. I'm talking about the overall market.
It sounded like you were talking about
But why is the market paring back its gains? Because it's focused more on the continued decline in Alphabet versus the recovery that we're seeing with Apple.
But what about Alphabet?
So you think the market's paring gains because of the continued decline in Alphabet?
Alphabet is trading horribly today, once again.
That's not the question I asked. You said the market's paring
Let me
back
just answer
gains.
the question quickly. Yes.
No, but
really? Okay, I disagree.
Okay, great.
So I think that you've got Facebook up, you've got Amazon was up when I last looked, and you've got Apple up. So I don't think Google is generating this referendum on the market today. I own Facebook and Amazon for the first time in a long, long time. So to answer your question, if the market's going up, those are going with it.
Well, that's
Maybe
why
not all of them.
Well, that's why, even as a guy who has a hard time getting his arms around a valuation play like Amazon, you're like, well, if the market's going up, I'm positive enough on the market that I want to play ball in the biggest stadiums.
Yeah, and it's not up to me to decide what is the appropriate valuation measure on Amazon. It's actually cheaper now than it's been over the last 10 years because they're showing earnings. So, I'm saying, look, market, you figure it out. I want to be there because I think fundamentals are improving.
Okay. Well, what about Alphabet? Kramer says, in his words, so arrogant. No humility is how he sort of described the conference call in the midst of what was another pretty good rant of the I wish rant, which ended with I wish they knew what the hell they were doing. Alphabet's been loved on this desk. It has absolutely been. You guys have pounded the table on this stock as being cheap. We say Facebook or Alphabet, you guys have said you can buy both.
Don't look at me. I haven't owned Alphabet.
But I only own Facebook.
I like Alphabet.
Nobody has been a hater of Google on this desk.
Nope, that's
nobody.
Not a hater, but on the sidelines.
So does that change now?
So no, it hasn't. So sure, the quarter was disappointing. Do I think all of a sudden the company can't execute at all? No. Do I think all of a sudden the story's over? No. It's still a dominant company, and they had a misstep in the quarter. But guess what? They're spending. They've got a forward view. They have no problems with investing in their business. Alphabet's going to do just fine. So I'm not worried about it.
Look, it was a crummy day yesterday. I felt horrible yesterday. So I'm taking your admonishment, Judge. But at the same time, I'm with Steve on this. Look, the model isn't broken. The valuation is very attractive. This is just going to be in the penalty box probably for the rest of this week, and then it regains its mojo.